Hey there, Andy Whitehead from Recruitment Marketing International. So question here around branding. So the components of the recruiter's brand, or the recruitment business's brand, are becoming more and more relevant. It used to be just a website. Where do I start? It's a massive question. How long is a piece of string? Again, let's remember our outcome. Our outcome is to break 7 figures, let's say, with a profit figure of 70, 85%. How do we get there? So branding is something that as we become larger can become more relevant. When we're a smaller business, we want to be able to control how we bring our clients in, and we control how we bring our candidates in. Now often with branding there can be a lot of subjective data. So to give you an idea about branding, if you're under $1 million, what branding should really mean? It should mean the following. Yes, your website should be reflective of your niche and your position in the niche. Yes, your LinkedIn profile should do the same. I'm a massive believer in we go through some foundational steps. So we own the marketplace. We have all the clients, all the candidates inside our CRM. Then we run what we call campaign automation. Then we add in one authority strategy. So there are 30, 40 authority strategies we can use. We add in one authority strategy. Now that strategy could be to get you number 1 on iTunes. It could be to have 10 of the world's top conference speakers in your niche speak for free on your webinar. When normally they charge thousands of dollars, by the way. So that can help with your branding. So let's not get confused into what branding really means. I think often what we do as entrepreneurs is we find that we maybe are going through an up and down point, and it's like we're not getting the leads in, we're not getting the clients in, we're not getting the roles in, the client's gone missing, the candidate's gone missing. It must be our branding. I've read a blog on branding. No, all our brain is doing there is trying to fill a void. So branding is really can be a bit of a misnomer if you're under $1 million. We've had members who've gone from doing a couple of 100K to hitting $1 million with an old 1-page style website and still did $1 million. And they did that in this essence by using a authority strategy once a month, which in fact was a webinar strategy. And each time they ran that webinar, it brought in 6 figures worth of business. So that became the branding, but their website sucked. So let's not get confused of what branding actually is. So I'm not saying you don't need branding, but on your list of the top 10 things to do, it is at the bottom. It's at the bottom. What should I call my business? What do you think of my logo? Etc. etc. You're wasting time here. So ultimately, if you're not getting the business figures you want, so you're not getting the revenue you want, the profit you want, you've not got enough high quality candidates, and you've not got enough of the right roles, and you haven't got them matching, i.e. you have a role for a particular type of industry, location and specific role. You need the candidate to fit that exact shape. That's all you're missing. It's not because your website is the wrong color. So don't get hung up on too much on this. Again, I think what we do as entrepreneurs is we try and find a void and we get busy and we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. So I'm not going to spend a whole set of time on this. I've worked with corporates in the past whereby we've looked at the branding of the entire talent acquisition team. So I went to one corporate client many years ago, and they flew in their talent acquisition team from Europe, and we looked at branding of the entire HR and TA team on LinkedIn as an example, and then mapping it across to their corporate website. But if you're a business under $1 million, do not get hung up on branding. You're finding just being busy is a solution. Yes, you need a website, and we've got the template for that. Yes, you need LinkedIn. Again, we've got a template for that, and they do need to have a certain amount of conversion points in them, but do not get hung up on branding. So with that said, I'm being cruel to be kind. I'm not going to dig too deep on it. If you want to know more about it, by the way, feel free to send me an email. But with that said, focus on what you need. That's the high quality candidates, the matching roles, and you need to get it in with speed, quality and consistency. Stay strong.